Recently, Greek life at UNT has been astonished at the drastic measures taken towards their organization. After a tragic incident including minors, Greek life, and alcohol, UNT administration has put a ban on all alcohol for Greek life organizations, which is now commonly referred to as the Prohibition of 2013. Tell me, what is the alcohol ban?
The alcohol ban is a prohibition on alcohol for all Greek life events.
The alcohol ban is something that was put into effect after some incidents that had happened at UNT, mostly in Greek life, that basically just made us realize that we really need to focus more on other things than alcohol and kind of take the negative stigma from Greek life away from alcohol.
The alcohol ban is pretty much that, on campus or off campus Greek life, you cannot drink or partake in any kind of alcohol thing. Isn't that what it is?
Do you feel like you fully understand the alcohol ban?
I feel like I understand it mostly.
Oh no, they're vague about everything. Even whenever they told all the presidents about it, I asked, we were asking a specific detail of what we can and can't do, and they're like, it's at the discretion of the administration. So, no, they didn't inform us at all. They didn't know what they were doing. Whenever they set the ban, they just know they wanted alcohol to be announced that it was publicly not acceptable at fraternity and Greek events.
I do not.
Not really, because they haven't really have a set in stone, on paper, these are the rules, this is what you can and cannot do. So I feel like a lot of us are unaware of what it truly means.
For the most part, I think there's a little confusion on what exactly makes a Greek life event, such as if 3 or 4 of my brothers were at my house, we're all above the age of 21, is it a Pi Cup event?
So why did UNT administration create this ban?
Just a last straw that broke the camel's back sort of thing, and now we have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what we're going to do about it, and just in a proactive way. Not so much of consequences, but more of, well, let's figure out how we can do it in the right way, not just abuse,
Just the risk of alcohol on campus and it being dangerous.
I don't know the exact reason, but I know that, there was certain things that were happening, and it was, I think in UNT, their mind, they thought that Greek life was the one that, really was putting a negative name, which I don't necessarily think that's true.
So what is the task force exactly?
It's just members of fraternity and sororities, personal and people that just in organizations. There's advisors, Dr. Mo, Katie Miller, and other faculty and administration that are there just to help us help them, basically. They want to put responsibility in our hands so that we can take care of our Greek community.
I know the university is trying to do something that will benefit all Greeks. They'll try to benefit the community and make it just safer for everyone. So, whenever you think of it that way, it's easier to get behind.
What was your first reaction to the alcohol ban?
At first, I was a little upset. I didn't think it was going to solve all the problems. I didn't think it was going to fix everything. I just figured it was going to make us go under the radar more.
My first reaction was, oh, it doesn't really matter to me because I'm older, so I don't really go to frat row. But just in general, I wasn't very for it because it was one house, and banning all of Greek life, it's like punishing everyone for a mistake that one person did. And I think that it actually can hurt Greek life and UNT because it can separate Greek life, because I know it's hit them the hardest.
My first reaction was, how can they do this? I kind of feel like it interferes with citizen rights almost, like our own rights, because, if I'm 21, how can, my, university tell me like what I can and cannot do if I'm, still following the law?
I was actually in the meeting with Dr. Witt in the president's meeting, and so my first thought was I need to tell my brothers, and so to figure out what their reaction will be, and luckily it was really, really positive. It wasn't as much rebellion as much as what are we going to do about it.
What's your opinion of it now?
Of it now? Everything's calmed down and everything. There's not a lot of talk about it. Things are safer. It has done good, but at the same time, it's just taken away. I think people are still a little mad that, of age kids who have waited so long to be legal, I think they're still a little hurt by it, that they can't enjoy having a drink at if they live there, having a drink at their home or something with friends.
learning more about it and, you know, being actually living with it, it made me focus more on what my fraternity is actually about. It made me focus more on our actual core values than, you know, just thinking about, you know, where the party's going to be this weekend and, you know, who's going to have it.
So I kind of think that it's not really doing anything.
Do you feel that it's a positive change or a negative change, and why?
I think it's slightly negative because I don't think it was necessary.
Oh, for sure, positive. I mean, it's just like, you know, in daily home stuff, whenever you get in trouble, your parents would take something away from you, and then 2 or 3 weeks later, you get it back, and you would love it that much more. You'd enjoy it that much more in a responsible way. So at the same time, consequences do have great outcomes if you use them right. Now, if you rebel, then of course it's going to be a different outcome. But if you use it and use your full potential of learning the life lesson, then of course it's going to be in a positive direction for sure. And with faculty and me, IFC president, you know, I'm trying just to, you know, just bring everything in a positive direction and forward. And what happened is what happened. It's done.
I feel like it was more of a positive thing for Greek life because it made us reach back more for our core values than it was for alcohol. So
I think it's a little bit of both. The people who kind of see it as a punishment won't get much out of it, but all the people who look at it as a positive thing, as Greek life trying to do something that'll benefit the community, benefit like the overall longevity of Greek life, then I think it will have a positive impact.
It would possibly affect Greek life, I feel like, because, you know, it'll show people that you can do things without alcohol and you don't have to do something like that. But at the same time, I'm scared that the people that are very, like, adamant on doing stuff like that they're going to get in trouble because they're now having to, like, sneak around the rules. And I know that some people, when they're told that, you know, they can't do something, that they're going to go even worse. So in my opinion, I think it could go either positive or negative.
They have a task force that's ready to go, whatever. If they hear something, they go check it out. So I feel like that was something positive that was put in place. So.
While many in Greek life have an opinion about the alcohol ban, most follow its rules regardless. This will affect events such as formals, date parties, and even tailgates. So for now, filling our koozies with Coke, this is Taylor Dilcher, NTTV News.